Hello, Pisces. Welcome to your March 2021 general love read for the next 7 days. This is for the second week of March. Please like, subscribe, hit the little bell icon. Let me know in the comments down below if the messages resonate. I love to interact with y'all. If they do not, check your moon and rising. If they do, I may or may not do an extended. I usually decide when I get towards the end if I want to dive deeper. But if I do, that link will be down below with my website if you'd like a personal read. Also, I am going live now on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. and we had a blast last Wednesday. So thank you for all you Pisces that showed up for me. And I hope to see you there this Wednesday. All right, do not mind my hair. I just got back from the gym and my makeup and hair crew are not here yet. All right, Alice wanted to come out this week. I haven't used her in a long time. She's my spirit guide. She's been wanting to give you some sort of message. It can be any part of your life. Follow your own good advice, Pisces. Trust yourself. You know what is best for you. Use that intuitive water sign intuition, okay? Number 10. So 10s could be your numbers of synchronicity this week as well. All right, I'm pulling out my twin flame decks. I love these decks. This does not mean that you have to be connected to a twin flame. It's just you're connected to a deep type of relationship. A relationship that you may have had to learn a lot of lessons with, okay? I tend to do a lot of these type of reads. I just resonate with them as well. So I call them in somehow. All right, let's do this for my Pisces. Let's get an overall oracle message for my Pisces. What's going on for my fellow water sign? Slamming the deck a lot. I got that gym energy in me, you know? All right, we have healing, okay? It also wanted to come up in reverse. And I usually don't take reverse for oracles, but for some reason I feel inclined to say that maybe some people need to take a step back and heal from a situation as well. That could be just for some of you. All right, we have settle in. All right, I got the message, okay? Somebody here may need to take a step back and reevaluate, do some soul search and heal from something from the past, or heal from a cycle with this person that you're connecting with, because you may be settling. If you decide to move on with somebody new, you may be settling just to get over like a rebound type relationship. And this could be the person you're connecting with too. If they are connected with somebody else currently, it could be just they needed that rebound and that they were just settling and they didn't take the time out to heal. A lot of divine masculine energies. The divine masculine tends to do this more so, I believe, in my world, in my life, my experience, than divine feminine. Okay, so that could be just a message for some of you. I'm also getting, you know, like for some of you there are some of you who are taking the time out to heal right now, go through this process because you're tired of settling. Okay, so, and good for you. Good for you. All right, so that's just the messages that are flowing through right now. I do have inner child, okay? So, some inner child work, all right? This might be a little deep for some of you. Some of you might not want to hear that, okay? But all of us have some sort of inner child work. None of us had a perfect childhood, okay? Somebody stole our, or peed in our Wheaties, is that what it's called? So at one point or another when we were a kid, okay? Somebody stole our teddy bear, anything like that, which was traumatizing for us as children. And now, to be real though, a lot of us, you know, have fears of abandonment, issues that we haven't taken care of from when we were real young. Could have been a parent that left, or, you know, a fellow sibling, or things like that. You know, there's all kinds of stuff that happened, a rejection that may have happened in childhood that repeats itself and rears its ugly head in relationships now as you're an adult, okay? And so when you hear the inner child and just, you know, people want to just wave it off like, you know, I'm good, that's pushing it under the rug, it's bound to show up. It's bound to show up for you, okay? Especially in deep connections. when you decide to put yourself out there and really let your feelings fall for somebody, you know, and then you get rejected or hurt, these are the type of deep bonds that really trigger this inner child stuff that needs to be worked on. And some of you, like I said, could be working on that currently right now, and know what I'm talking about. And some of you, this could be the message that the reason why things are going the way it's going right now is because you need to do some inner work, inner child work. And that's that root and sacral chakra, that may be blocked, and that's where a lot of fears in your childhood and ancestors and things like that and blockages down there, you know, that's where all that comes from, is your foundation. Okay. All right, well, that was your oracle. And you know, again, just follow your own good advice. I feel like for some of you, you already knew this and you just maybe needed some confirmation, but trust yourself in this situation. I think some of you know that you are settling, and out of fears of not, out of fear of being alone. Okay, some of you are dealing with a connection that you think may be a twin. You may think they're a soulmate, because you felt something with this person, and you're thinking that you may not feel this with another person, but it's some sort of fear that you won't find another person, or nobody else is going to come around, or you're running out of time, or anything like that. So that's what's coming up for a lot of you. All right, so let's take a look at tarot. Let's see where you're at, Pisces. You can always count on my fellow water signs to come up with a deep reading, with something that has to dive deep. Show me my fellow Pisces. Hi, Pisces. Where are they at? Where are they at? What are their current energies? Try to reach the general pop. Okay, try to reach as many as possible. All right. Overall energy, thoughts, thinking about somebody, thinking about things, somebody thinking about you. But the overall energy definitely is in your head thinking, possibly, maybe you are thinking too much. Okay, maybe your person's in their head over you too. Okay, but it's definitely thoughts. And we have the Sun card here too, so illumination and growth. So this is kind of, and then the Six of Wands, look at that. I love this. I love this for some of you. And Queen of Swords, sharp and assertive. This energy of the Queen of Swords, okay? I love when it does this. The Ten of Pentacles, ultimate achievement. Some of you are really, really on your way. And again, I'm getting two stories here because that healing card wanted to come up in reverse. So I will play back and forth with two stories here because I really do believe a lot of you need to hear one or the other, okay? The first story shows me somebody who's really working on healing it and working on their inner child because they are just tired of settling for people that they know are just safe, and another way to put it, you know, or you're not aiming, you're afraid, you're not aiming for your ultimate to give your feelings to, because you don't want to get hurt. So you know you have to do this work, okay? And it shows you, look at this, the Six of Wands here, moving on, calmer waters, stress-free, a journey here to find yourself. And I love this Queen of Swords here. It's like assertive and sharp and in her head and in its energies, okay? Energies. When I say her, him, I know I need to be more clear. I'm always speaking of energies, even though it's a feminine picture, okay? But it's talking about just really becoming keen and sharp and starting to learn and know exactly what it is you want, okay? And you have the Sun card, like illumination and growth here. You are growing and thinking and thoughts. You know, this is like the overall energy here. You're possibly manifesting this beautiful life ahead of you, this Sun card. You're possibly at this point with this healing card here that you just know how to do this. You know. And this could be for some of you singles. You know, obviously, it could be for some of you singles out there that really don't want anything to do with a relationship right now. You may have a deep connection with somebody. You may think they're your twin. You may really be bonded. But you're really in this great spiritual place of knowing that this work has to be done. Okay, so I'm going to put that little story aside. Yay to you guys, all right? That's awesome. The great path to be on. And now I want the ones, with the healing in reverse, to kind of follow your lead, okay? Because I think that there are some of you that are obsessing over a person or a connection, and a part of you just knows that you're settling, okay? And that you need to take time to move for yourself, to move forward and heal and grow. And these thoughts here, I feel like you guys just know what I'm saying. You know what's coming through for you. If you're here to hear this. Okay. But you have some sort of fear, and the fears, I'm telling you, are from your childhood. They're rooted. That fears that you may not even understand why they're there. They don't have to be like, you don't have to be some survivor, trauma, huge trauma. Okay. A lot of people have, okay. That doesn't mean that this has to be that child work. When you hear inner child, it's just talking. We experience life differently as children, and we have all depths of feelings. So something that may have not bothered me as a child could have really broke one of you as a child, and you held on to that insecurity for a long time, and it pops up all over the place as you get older until you really go back and try to just works. A lot of people don't, they think you can just manifest and go and not have to worry about child work. But if you really want to grow spiritually, it's just all about going in and forgiving yourself, going in and just, being there for the inner child and working on that, and getting in touch with your roots, okay? And what's blocking you to move forward. And if that's too much for some of you, I'm sure I lost you already. But for the ones that are still here, very valuable to really meditate, clear your chakras. There's lots of guided meditations out there, and just figure out what it is that what your fears are and what's blocking you from having a relationship, the healthy relationship that you want, and also figure out what it is and why you're staying so connected to this person. Where's this bond stemming from? Is it stemming from a fear, or is it actually stemming from, a healthy place? You can answer that question. But any sort of attachment, we should be working on not having attachments to anybody. We should be whole enough to where we don't have to attach ourselves. You can have deep bonds with people, but you can have deep bonds with them and not have to be with them. But being attached and needy, and you don't feel whole until you have this person, that's telling you that there's something that needs to be filled in you. All right, Pisces. We're on a little tangent, but that's usual for me. 8 of Pentacles, work in progress. So you're working on this. This is you working on this stuff. You know what I'm talking about right now. I'm not just wasting my breath here. For some of you, you really are working on this. Maybe you're tired of the Devil card, as I say that. Obsession. Maybe you're tired of this this obsession is the word that wants to come out, obviously, because it's here, but putting so much energy that's draining you into a relationship, into somebody else. It's wearing you out. Maybe the time that you've put into this, the energy, the waiting, maybe they're a back and forth type person. Maybe they've had promises and then they break them, and you're constantly in your head with this thoughts card, watching where they're going. But this is your obstacle, is releasing this energy of attachment to this person, or the patterns of the relationship. Okay, what is the foundation here? We have the Temperance, restoration, a balance. This is, that's a good foundation to have here. We want and balance. This is a perfect union. This could be a twin flame connection, okay? For some of you out there, it really could be. And the thing about twin flame connections, which is why I think the healing and all this settling and all this is coming up, and this inner child work, is because this is a possible twin flame connection. And when this happens and you're in this separation period and you're doing all this work, this is how you evolve and then move back in together. Right? The past here, the Three of Pentacles in reverse. So somebody not wanting to work on things. Somebody ran. So this is the runner. Okay. Somebody ran here and the Four, and they let go of this relationship. Okay. Four of Pentacles in reverse. Let go of this. And this could be, this is your crown in energy, which tells me that for that storyline, for the first one, who are working on themselves, you really have let go of, or you're working on letting go of this attachment with that Devil card. Now, you could be connected. I know people want me to throw some signs out there. There's a lot of earth here with Capricorn energy, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, and then the Eight of Pentacles. Lots of earth here for you. Lots of earth here. And we also have Sag here with Temperance wanting to come through too. We have Leo too wanted to come up here. And you definitely have Ear, but the other signs I said are really the strong, dominant ones that are coming through. But remember, don't focus on the signs all the time. Focus on the message, okay? And the near future, we have Visionary Leader, King of Wands in reverse, okay? Scorpio, Aries, Leo, Sag here. Why is this here? Why is this here? Six of Swords in reverse. So somebody's coming back. Somebody's coming back around, okay? Problem is here is the King of Wands is in reverse. Who wants to come back around? So the King of Wands in reverse can, come up as a lot of things, okay? The King of Wands in reverse tells me somebody who's controlling, borderline narcissistic in a way, hot-headed, always has to have, it's a power struggle, always has to have things their way, okay? So maybe you have been waiting for this person and you've been in this energy of the Devil energy, this obsession and wondering, and maybe they've been silent for a while. They didn't want to work on this in the past, and you're just about, and as you're just about to let go and you're working on yourself and healing, this person pops in. How what do you call it, courteous of them, or how nice of them, I don't know what what word I'm looking for here, but they come back in. So here they are. It does not look like your person here has done the work yet, though, okay? Because they are coming back as the King in reverse. That's the Knight in reverse and the Page in reverse is a younger energy that gives me more of a player type energy. The King gives me somebody who's a little bit more mature, but just set in their ways, very stubborn, intense emotions, very aggressive, okay, aggressive. And when I say King, again, male, female, we're not talking genders, we're talking energies. So it's somebody, though, who is kind of unleashed or can unleash, okay, and be a little bit explosive energy. So this is what in the near future, okay? And this is somebody who in the past didn't want to work on things. And then you had the Temperance here, which is the Sag. So it could be a Sag who's coming back around. And you're wanting a perfect union with this person. You're wanting things to calm down. You're wanting things to be a balance. But I feel as though, it's to the extremes here. Very intense relationship, very intense bond. But when we find our twin, or we find somebody who we think is our twin, we have to be okay with not being with them if they haven't evolved, okay? We have to be okay with that. We have to be okay knowing that we can date another soulmate who may be more awakened and whole than our twin will be. So we would have a better relationship with this soulmate who's evolved than our twin. Our twin might not be ready to evolve in this lifetime, okay? And you're doing the work, okay? You're doing the work here, but your person is just, because they keep coming back and forth and doing this to you, you're evolving. Your person doesn't look as though they have evolved just yet. And if they haven't evolved and they come back, This is where the settling. Don't settle for this behavior just to have your twin back. Just because you believe that you need to be in this relationship with your twin, because that's not true. That's not true. Twins are supposed to come together whole. You learn from one another, and it's awesome that if you meet your twin, but you learn from one another, but you come together when you're completely whole, because there's something bigger for you to do together, okay? And I haven't got there yet, so I don't, it's usually something spiritual that or some sort of service or something you give, to back to the world, okay? So this person is just not coming in evolved just yet, okay? So what should you do here? We have the Ace of Wands, a spark, new beginning, possible new beginning, moving on, okay? What should you know? The Nine of Swords in reverse. What you should know is that this possibly... I want to clarify these, okay? Because the Nine of Swords is telling me that there's almost an ending to this stress here, okay? So the nightmare is almost over. It's almost over. There's almost a completion here. And so there's a possible chance for a new beginning, even though I just gave you that huge spew. I feel like some of you needed to hear that tangent about if they don't come back in and they're not ready, then don't settle. But for some of you who this person comes back in, but you trust yourself and you know what is best for you, and you do think it's okay to move on and move in with this new beginning because the two of you are very passionate for one another. This could be nearing an ending to this cycle, is where I'm going with that. Okay, so that's for the ones that are working on themselves. All right, so what is your hopes or fears here? The Tower moment, another Tower moment, another argument, another breakup, another unexpected downfall. What is the outcome here? We have Page of Pentacles. So we have growth, but steady, slow growth, okay? It's good, healthy growth. It's kind of coming together and being on the same page. Page of Pentacles. But being on the same page, but at least taking the next step. So I see the Page of Pentacles as taking the next step forward, okay? So I want to, because I don't think I'm going to do an extended for this because we're already going super long, but because the King of Wands wanted to come in reverse, I want to figure out, I want more clarification on this, because I feel like the storyline here is there is a step forward. There is a step forward. But I still do feel strongly for some of you that if this person comes in, to trust your judgment, because if this person has not evolved or has not made any improvement, then do not accept, do not settle. But if you decide that this person has evolved, somewhat, or shows signs of changing, and you want to start this, then the cards are saying that you're taking the next step. You're taking the next step up, okay? But I want to clarify this King of Wands in reverse. It's coming back. Who's this person? I mean, let's clarify the King of Wands coming back around. So I have the Knight of Swords here at the bottom here, which is talking about still a little bit emotionally detached, okay? They're going to hold back a little bit. This person's has the energy of holding back communication, holding back telling you completely everything that's on their mind, or how they feel, okay? But we have the Knight of Pentacles here. So I like that energy. I do like that energy, guys, okay? So I'm glad I clarified this. So your King of Wands, to me, wants to come back around and wants to work on this, but they are moving slowly. This is going to be a slow process. So when this person comes in, be prepared for it to be slow and steady, okay? But it's moving in the right direction with that Knight of Pentacles. The issue I see here is that your person still has a lot of heated emotions to deal with, and they're holding that back with the Knight of Swords in reverse. So You may not see this when they first come in. You may not see this because they show a good face, okay? But your person still has some emotional intensity that they need to deal with, to heal from, okay? So keep that in mind, that there's still some issues, something they're dealing with, something they're battling with that is making them, not making them, but still having them show up not 100% whole. All right. So be aware of that intensity. Be aware of them hiding some of that, hiding some of those feelings. I just got jealousy too. So if you were dealing with somebody who's very jealous and very controlling, they may come back in and they may have worked on this a little bit and they may be willing to work more on it, but they still have that jealousy or they still have that issue is what's showing up here. Okay. But we do have the Fool card, and it is talking about taking a chance and going at this again and having some faith. So I'm going to finish this with and stamp this with, if you've been doing the work and this resonates with you, this read resonates with you, and you feel like this person has made some changes and is ready to work on this and move forward, then jump in, have some faith, recreate this new story, have a whole different cycle. Do this in a way that works for you, benefits you the most, okay? The two of you. But if this person hasn't evolved, please take the message from Alice at the beginning here when she said, follow your own good advice. So think about what you would say to your son, your daughter, your mother, your brother, anything like that, okay? Think of the advice you would give your best friends if they were in your situation. Would you tell them to take this person back? Would you tell them to ignore certain red flags? So look at this from that perspective when this person comes in, and trust yourself. If you feel like it's good to go, then only you know. Okay, guys? So that's stamped. I'm going to get one message from their higher self. Now, this message, they may not tell you. They may not tell you this, but there's a possibility that they do at some point. But this is what their higher self wants you to know. Please be clear. Please be clear, Spirit. Please be clear for my Pisces. This was a really good read, really deep read. Please let me know in the comments below if the message resonates. All right. I've looked you up online to see what you've been up to is flipped over here. And that's that Page of Swords sort of energy. So this person has been keeping tabs on you, okay? And I can't seem to find the right words to say to you, which was that Knight of Swords in reverse too as well. So them kind of holding back and not expressing themselves, expressing their feelings truly, okay? And it's easier to just stay away, especially right now. That's why they've been apart from you for a while now. They just didn't, whatever happened, however them not working with you in the past, not doing this, they just weren't ready. They weren't doing it, okay? But they've thought a lot about you lately, okay? They've been thinking about you a lot lately, okay? So that's your read, Pisces. I hope this helps you. I love you guys. Take care.